My name is Paul Donald. I'm the CEO at All Nations Trust Company. We're an Aboriginal capital corporation based out of Kamloops, BC. All Nations Trust Company is we're a provincially regulated trust company. We provide business capital for Aboriginal entrepreneurs or Indigenous entrepreneurs in BC. And we've been in business for 30 years. We've got just over 200 shareholders. Our shareholders include 34 different First Nations communities from 6 different tribal regions in BC, in the southern area of BC. And the rest are individuals, or some organizations like friendship centers. I have some Métis locals as well. And then I have some individual entrepreneurs or shareholders as well that own the rest of the shares. So 200 plus shareholders, and we're been in business for 30 years. Like most of the Aboriginal financial institutions, we lend money to small businesses, but we're not focused just on what the collateral that you're able to provide as an entrepreneur or a borrower. We're focused on your own personal character. We focus a lot on the actual business plan that you provide to us, whether the deal makes sense or not. I think at the mainstream financial institutions who I used to work for, we focus mostly on what's your credit score and what are you able to provide us as collateral. Can you give us a second mortgage on your home? We'll give you the loan. We don't really look at your business plan as much. So for the small business owners, we're able to, at the Aboriginal capital corporations or Aboriginal financial institutions, we're able to focus more on the individual and not so much on what kind of collateral they provide. We have in the order of, I think, about 1,800 loans that we've provided through our organization. Most of my loans are just to small ma and pa type of business operators. You want to buy a logging truck, or you want to start up a restaurant, you want to become like a welding contractor. We'll help you buy a truck and a piece of equipment, or we'll help you buy get set up in a restaurant. I think we've been in business for 30 years. We don't really have really great big operations that we've provided financing to. Like, we're not financing a big hotel or a casino or anything big like that, but just the ma and pa operators that are in business. People that saw entrepreneurship as an opportunity, and we just helped them get from point A to point B. And many of them have been successful for decades. Well, I think for us, with All Nations Trust Company, we deliver to such a large geographic area. Geographically, we're delivering to the vast majority of British Columbia, which is a big province. And so we know that with the capital that we have, we're only able to service, it's a niche market that we have. We're servicing, again, the ma and pa operators, the sole proprietors, the small business partnerships that want to borrow $250,000 or less. We're able to support those or provide service to those clients, but we're definitely missing the mark for larger projects in the area of $500,000, $1 million, or multi-million-dollar projects. We're just not able to service that. And I know there's a lot of opportunities out there for resource businesses that require a lot more capital, and we're not able to provide that. And I think there's an opportunity still there that we're not able to address, and that's going to require significant dollars to service. Well, NACCA right now is an organization that provides support to all the Aboriginal capital corporations, or all the Aboriginal financial institutions across Canada. It brings us together to discuss common concerns. They lobby the federal government on our behalf We appreciate that because I know alone or individually, I know we're not going to be able to um, access additional capital from the federal government. NACCA is able to put together a business case that says, that based on surveys from all of the Aboriginal financial institutions, they're able to put together an actual business case, go to the feds and say, look, here's where we're missing the boat. So many of the Aboriginal financial institutions don't have the capital that they need to service their market properly. They're skimming the surface in terms of the market, right? There's still an underserved market. So NACCA's helping to address that by lobbying for additional funding. And they bring us together to discuss our common concerns and nationally. So. To come out to the communities and find out what kind of business opportunities are there and how they're not being, how they are being addressed or not being addressed, and where's that gap. Just get out into communities. So there's a lot of business opportunities that are there, but they're not being capitalized on, and we need to do that, and that's our role.